Veda, day 19, is that right? Yes, it's the 19th. And I'm topless. You know you love it, internet. This is the last time I will ever vlog topless. However, it's hot. And I just went someplace really hot. I just played in this bar that doesn't have air conditioning and sweated my behind off. So fortunately, you only get the neck up. I'm not going to show you the goods or the guns. You know what I'm saying? Take us to the gun show? Yeah, right. Boy, a lot happened today. Went down to see the in-laws, and Connor had a full day. Wiped himself out. In fact, so much that we left Orange County at 5-ish, and he sacked out and didn't wake up until like 8, which is bad. He should have woken up at like 6, because now he's going to have to go back to bed at 9, and it is not going to be a fun time tonight, I can already tell. But that was a good time. I grilled the hell out of some awesome meat: burgers, sausages, hot dogs, steak, veggies, onions. I am getting good at the grill, and I love doing it, so that's always fun. But it was a nice day in Orange County, and it was nice hanging out with the Weiss family. They're good people. They're always good to me, so hard to complain. Man, I got myself into a slew of activity on Facebook today just by commenting on posts. Like, you know, I got to learn to just not talk politics on the internet. I should leave the internet for what God originally intended the internet for: finding celebrity nudes and tranny porn. Because, I got into this political discussion with some friends that still live back in my home state. I'm not going to dig on anything. I am going to say if you've lived most of your life in the Midwest, I'm not even going to pin down my home state. I'm just going to say if you've lived most of your life in the Midwest and you haven't lived either abroad, which I haven't. Don't get me wrong. I've never lived outside the United States, but I've lived in coastal cities, and I've lived in big coastal cities. And if you haven't lived your life in a coastal metropolis, I'm trying not to be classist. I'm trying not to be elitist in any way, shape, or form. But you haven't gained a global perspective about how things are run in this country, and particularly in the world. But needless to say, I got in a political discussion with some friends that I went to high school with, and let's just say my home state is very right-wing conservative Republican. I am obviously not. So that just kind of batted the bee's nest for a bit, and people and political views, people get very, very sensitive and touchy. I think that's the internet in general. I think if you state an opinion, you need to be able to A, have a thick enough skin to know that B, a hater is going to come online and give you a hard time about it. And C, it's easy to spew hate behind an avatar or a Facebook profile or anything like that. And D, I believe everybody is entitled to their opinion, even if I think your opinion is wrong or whatever. I mean, this is my opinion. I'm full of shit half the time. So I want anybody that comments on a thread of mine to know that you're allowed to speak your mind as long as you don't get nasty with anybody else in my thread, because those people are my friends too, and I'll shut that down in a heartbeat. And if the thread gets too nasty, I'll delete the thing. I got on a friend's thread and ended up getting into a debate with a friend of mine over politics, and it just got kind of not nasty, but it just got kind of like, you just push the buttons, and like it wasn't a good look, and I didn't feel great about it either. So then I go on my profile and basically say I'm going to start limiting my political opinions online, especially up until the election, because I have friends and colleagues who have complete opposite views of policies that I believe in and people and leaders that I support. And it's going to be tough. It is going to be really hard to hang on to some friendships until November and maybe even afterwards. But those of you that have differing opinions with me know that I trust and respect and like every single one of you. So no matter how much we go at it about politics, and you always say you don't talk about God, politics, or religion. No, religion, politics, and something else. Probably sex, but I think everybody talks about sex. Yeah, I can't remember what the 3 forbidden topics are. I know 2 of them, and I talk about them a lot. But I just, I realize that it's going to come to the point where I've got to limit my political opinions until unless they matter. Like, I don't know. Or maybe I should just shut up until November and let everything take its course. Yeah. So that happened. What else happened tonight? I went to the Starboard Attitude in Redondo, and a friend of mine got married and had her sort of informal reception at the Starboard, and I got to go see some old friends and play music with some people I love to listen to playing music with, and that was a really good time. So it was nice to get on the pier because it was a little bit cooler, but it was a hot box in the Starboard Attitude because it's not air conditioned and you can't open the windows because there's loud music and the city's got a code and the pier's got a code, and everybody's freaking miserable in the Starboard because it's so hot and it's so loud, which is just kind of the nature of the beast. But it was a good day, and I did some cool stuff, and I feel good, and I feel positive, and I'm really happy for my friend that got married. And people, you just deserve to be happy. Everybody deserves to be happy, no matter what political party you affiliate yourself with. I believe everybody deserves to be happy, and it's my hope in life that we can all be happy under one nation again someday, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon because we are so divided and so divisive, more so than we've ever been. I've seen, I've been old enough to remember the Carter presidency and the Reagan presidency, and to see the path that the country has gone down and to regret the things that we've lost as a country. And I'm not going to get on my soapbox or anything like that. I'm just saying it's really unfortunate, and but we're all entitled to our opinions, and we shouldn't hate each other for them. And I will endeavor to be mindful of that through the coming year and election season. So anyway, spouting my Veda Day 19 blog. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Back to the grind tomorrow. I got to start posting some music. By the way, did you go to Free Soul Music Saturday yesterday? It's huge. Go do it. Okay, like, comment, subscribe, ask me questions, get on the mailing list at philipclark.com, and we will see you tomorrow. And I will be fully clothed. All right, peace.